everyone, welcome back to my channel and my craft table. If you're new, my name is Jen. It's really good to meet you. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I made planner stickers for the upcoming school year. Now you can personalize these for yourself, a teacher. You can personalize these for just about anybody and any occasion. The materials I'm going to be using are the Printable Waterproof Sticker Set, brayer, and I have my blue Cricut Joy Extra Matte. Now you can always use the green one if that's what you have, and then I'll be cutting these out on the Cricut Joy Extra in front of me. So before we get started on this process, let's go to Design Space, and I'm going to show you very quickly how I created some planner stickers, and I will be linking a template that you can use to help size how many stickers you can get on one sheet. So let's head over to Design Space, check that out for a moment, and then we'll come back here and we'll get all of these cut out. All right, here I am in Design Space. The background color here, you'll notice, is blue. You can always change your background color by clicking here and choosing the color that you want. And I made it blue so that when I bring stickers over, you can see their offsets, because if they're white, then they don't show up very well on the white background of the canvas. This pink right here, this template area, I made this and I will link it down in the description. It just is a big maximum area template for print and cut projects. So let's talk about the stickers. There's several different kinds of stickers that I have on this paper. The most simplistic would be the ones that are just words. So for instance, half day, teacher work day, progress reports, grades due, staff meeting, and parent conferences. The easiest way to make those kinds of stickers is you grab a text box. Once it's populated on your canvas, you can go to your font menu, and then you can decide what kind of font you want. And let's see, my favorites to use for really anything are 212 Baby Girl. I got that off of the internet and uploaded it to Design Space, so I will leave a link for that. And Brown Sugar is a font that I purchased. I believe I purchased this at Design Bundles, so I will also leave a link for that. So let's go ahead and try this one, Four Seasons Home Decor. I like that one as well. Okay, I'm going to collapse this menu, and then you'll see here where it says text. Double click on my text, and then I'm going to start typing what I want. I am going to just decide what color I want the words. I'm going to click off of that, and then I'm going to come up here to this color box, click on that menu, and make that like a really pretty, almost like a hot pink color. Click off of that. Let me change that background. I'm just scrolling through here. I want a plain background. If you click on this box, you can scroll through the different size of grids. I don't want a grid so that you can easily see the stickers. All right, so now I want to click on my text. I will go up here to offset. I will click on offset, and then it'll populate. This blue line is the offset around those words. Well, I want to take this down pretty far. All right, now this little bitty object right here is easy to take care of. But do you see how there is a blank? That means that this would be two separate stickers, which is what I don't want. So I'm going to actually go up a little bit. You can see that the gap has closed. So then I click apply. Okay, once the offset has been created, you'll notice that it turns like a charcoal color. So I'm going to go up here to my color box. I'm going to find white. And then I'm going to click over here. In my layers panel, I will click on the offset, and then I will go down to the bottom where it says contour, click on contour, and then I can either click here, I can click right here on this little character, or I can go to hide all contours, click the X, and you see that that little part is gone. I'm going to click on both of these and highlight both of them. I want to come over here to the layers panel, and I want to go to flatten. What you'll notice is that you no longer see the black cut line around all of the letters, and this is now a flat one layer sticker. And then all I did was grab the corner and I just resized it. Now most of these stickers are about 1 inch or less in size because they needed to fit in the calendar boxes in a planner. And again, that's how I made all of the stickers in here that were words only. Now, let me talk to you about the holiday ones. As far as Easter and the 3 crosses for Good Friday, spring break, I found the image that I wanted to use in Design Space. I just made an offset like I just showed you, and then I flattened it to make those stickers. The Christmas sticker Doesn't have an offset, I just resized it. But let's talk about the Thanksgiving break. So I'm going to come in here to images. I'm going to type in Thanksgiving, and then this is the one that I used. So I'm going to click on that, collapse that menu. I'm just going to resize that just a little bit so that we can see what we're doing. And then I'm going to bring it down here. I grabbed a text box, change the text. I'm going to write the word break. Then I'm going to move break down here under Thanksgiving. This particular font is all caps, so I think I'm just going to put it right here. All right, the next thing is I'm going to make sure that that break is not charcoal. I want it to be true black, so I'm going to come up to the color menu and change it. So that looks great. Now I'm going to click and drag so I can collect both of them. Go to offset. Once it populates the offset, what you'll notice is that it's still the same size as the last one. I think that's okay for this one. So I'm going to click apply. Okay, once the offset has been populated, I'm going to come up to the color box, change it to white. I'm going to click off of there. Okay, so I'm going to click and drag to collect all of that. And then I want to come to the bottom of the layers panel again, and I want to click flatten. All right, you'll now notice that all of those dark cut lines are now removed. And this is a one layer flat image for a sticker. And then I'll just resize this. For images like the Thanksgiving break, here, the see you at the pole, I grabbed a flag, then I put some text underneath it and I wrote see you at the pole. And then I did an offset just like I did with Thanksgiving and flattened it all together. There's a few in here where I just married a text with an image, turned it into a sticker. These here, I just found the image, gave it an offset. As far as the back to school and the no school and the field trip, last day of school, back to school night, and there's power in prayer. This is for National Prayer Day. So for those kinds of ones, I just found an image and I created an offset, flattened all of it together, and then sized it down. Actually, I did the same thing with Say Cheese. So the color run, I actually kind of created that. Well, I kind of created that. So I did color run and I grabbed the word run. And then I scrolled down until I found, something fun. So let's say like this one here. Okay, I'm going to collapse that menu. The next thing I did is these color blobs, they're splatters. They're at the front. So I'm going to go to arrange and I need to send them to the back. And then let's come over to the layers panel. I'm going to click on the word run. Then I want to come to the bottom and go to contour, and we're going to get rid of that splatter. So I'm going to get rid of that by clicking. All right, once I've clicked all the pieces that I no longer want, I'm going to click the X, and then you'll see the splatter is gone. Next, I'm going to resize the word run. Okay, probably about like that. I'm going to bring it down here. So about like that, just on top of the splatters. Next, I'll bring in a text box, and then I'm going to change the word text to the word color. Okay, next I'm going to take the word color, come up to the color box, change it to black, click off of that, grab the word color. I'm going to move it up here to the word, or above the word run, and I'm going to resize that a bit. All right, and I think that I do want to move my splatters kind of more, even, so to speak. Grab all of those. And then I'm going to go back to offset. Now that it's populated, that's pretty good too. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and click apply. Once it populates, change it again to white. So I need to grab all of those again and flatten. Okay, next I'm going to size that down to about 0.75. All right, so we are done with that one. Let's talk about this one. I'm going to go to shapes. Now I do pay for access. This is like a sun silhouette kind of circle. So I grabbed one of those. Okay, I'll collapse that menu. And then I'm going to change the color of that. Let's do a lighter blue this time. I'll do a little bit lighter blue. Okay, I'm going to click off of there. I need a text. All right, so we're going to type end of try. Okay, so once I have my words here, I'm going to click off. Then I'm going to come up here to line space. Now I want to make this line space a lot smaller. I kind of want to squish these three together. So I'm going to come up here to line space and I'm going to put in like -3. Let's see what that looks like. That's a little too squishy. So I'm going to go ahead and change it to like -2. Okay, that's much better. So I'm going to make this smaller, of course, and then I'm going to bring it up here to the silhouette. and I'm going to drag one corner and make that a little bit smaller. Then I'm going to select both, and I'm going to come up here to align. I'm going to align center. All right, I also want to change the end of try, just the words, to a different color. So I'm going to select end of try, basic cut. I'm going to go ahead and change that to, let's just change it to white. And so this is what it looks like. I'm going to grab both of them, and I'm going to come down and flatten. Okay, and then this got resized as well. Okay, and that's how I made those stickers. And again, some of these I simply just took the image, gave it an offset and flattened it. But then some of them I either created myself or put together using different elements. Then when I was finished with that, what I did is I duplicated the stickers based on how many of each one I needed. I put them into rows, and for each one of these rows, I would select let's say these are the 4 I wanted to put in a row. I would select all 4, and then I would come up here to align, center vertically. Okay, so that puts them all on the same line. And I'm going to move this over a little bit here. That's going to be my far right. And I have a couple of stickers overlapping here. That's going to be the far left. I grabbed all of them, went back to align, and then I did distribute horizontally. That's how I got them evenly spaced. So this is what I did for each one of these rows. I went to the layers panel and I made sure that all of them said print and cut. And while they were all selected for that entire row, I came down here to the bottom and I clicked on attach. Then I could move them into their position on the template. Once I had all of the rows where I wanted them, I hid the template. So I just clicked on that little eyeball and it goes away. Then I just dragged and selected all of the rows all at one time. And I went down to the bottom and I clicked attach. So you can see now where it says detach, which I don't want to do, but I just clicked attached. That made all of the rows stay together. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you go to the make screen. First of all, I need to choose my machine. I'm going to go ahead and get it connected. All right, that's connected. I'm going to go to the make screen. Now it's on the make screen. So you can see here, this is my mat for my Cricut Joy Extra. This is the page that represents the sticker material. This is the original block of stickers that I made. Okay, you can see they're all attached together. This is the row down here. This is the row that I just made with you. Okay, and then I can just leave it there. I can move it here. Okay, so this says on mat 8.5 by 11. I'm going to click on continue. This is where I can tell it to send to my printer. I am going to click on this. It's going to bring this up, and then I'm going to find my printers here. So here's my printer. We're going to do one copy. I'm going to take the bleed off. I'm going to use the system dialog, and then I'm going to click on print. If you're using a Mac, this next part will probably be behind your Cricut window. So if you're using a Microsoft, then it's going to pop up in front. But basically, I just make sure that my printer is selected. I go to preferences, paper quality, matte, brochure, or professional paper. And then I'm going to click on best. I'm going to leave it on color. I'm going to click OK, and then I would click print. Now I'm not going to click print right now this moment because I actually already have them printed. So for right now, I'm going to hit cancel, but that's what I would do if I was printing. This window will pop up. It's going to kind of give you some directions. Once it's printed, you click done, and then you'll be able to select your material. I'm going to come over here to browse all materials. I'm going to type in the word sticker, and then your results come up. There's lots of options, but I'm using the Printable Waterproof Sticker Paper White. Select that, and then I will click done. I'm going to choose default pressure because these are going to be kiss cut stickers. I have my fine point blade loaded. I'm going to insert the mat and it'll load automatically. And then once it's all loaded, the green go button down here will populate and I'll be able to click that and then my stickers will cut out. Let's head over to the overhead camera. We'll get that ready, get them cut out, and see the final result. All right, now that our stickers are printed, we're going to get them put onto our mat and cut out using the Cricut Joy Extra. The first thing that we need to do, we need to put the laminate on top of this sheet here. So I'm going to peel off this little strip and I'm going to turn my stickers landscape, and then very carefully I'm going to line up this corner and that corner. And then I will pick this up like a hinge, and I'm going to pull off the rest of the paper. So what I like to do is grab a ruler, and I'm going to put it down on my paper, and then I'm going to just slide the ruler just like that. Okay, so now I have a smooth transfer, but I do like to go ahead and brayer that down. Okay, and this laminate overlay will be what makes our stickers protected. So they'll be waterproof, and then of course they'll be glossy and pretty. Next, I'm going to bring in my light grip mat. I like to use the light grip mat when I'm working with these printable materials, and I'm going to find this little arrow right up here. You'll see that. That goes in the top left. So I'm just going to line up my paper all across the top, just like that. Smooth that down, and then I'm going to brayer this down to make sure I don't have any bubbles underneath my sheet. Okay, that's great. Next, I want to bring in my Joy Extra. I'm going to open it up, and my computer is right here to my side. I've already chosen the base material is Printable Sticker Paper White Green Liner Printing. I'm going to use default pressure, and then it says to load the mat. Okay, so now that the mat is loaded, the machine is going to read these black registration marks in the four corners, and then it will start cutting out the stickers. So on my screen, I'm going to go ahead and click go, and I'm just going to let this run. Okay, now our stickers are done, and I hit the unload button, and these are ready to go. So I'll just move this out of the way. I'm going to flip this over, and while I hold this down, I'm going to pull away the blue mat, and it actually comes away pretty easy, which is why I like the blue mat. We're going to trim this down here in a minute, but I just want to show you that these are now Kiss Cut, peel stickers. They're not die cut with a Kiss Cut. They're just these Kiss Cut stickers, just like that. So they're going to stay on this sheet. So let me grab my paper trimmer. I'll be trimming all of these down. Okay, so this is the sheet that the teacher will get, and this is going to look really good. I want to actually cut this in half because I need this to fit in the box that I'm going to be giving for the back to school first day. I'm almost afraid to cut with my paper trimmer. I want to go right down this middle here. Okay, just like that. And then these hopefully will fit in the little boxes that I have for back to school. I hope you enjoyed this video and just a real quick look at how you can make your own planner stickers and make them Kiss Cut. If you use a different machine, you may have to choose Kiss Cut versus die cut. The Cricut Joy Extra just defaults to the Kiss Cut. So this is perfect. I'm going to be putting these in a back to school teacher gift, and I think these are just great. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until I see you in the next card or craft, as always, have an amazing day and happy crafting.
Thank you all so much for watching today. I'm so glad that you can join me at my craft table. If you're not already, I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when new videos arrive. Have a great day, and as always, happy crafting.